Hey everybody, this is Sean from Greenman LP. I'm going to do a quick little video about my loadouts, or my pilots, my titans, and the burn cards I use the most. I had a couple people in game ask me what I use and stuff like that, so I figured I'd show you. So starting off with the pilot loadouts. My primary one is this. My weapon that I use is the car SMG, and I use the HCOG sight. I feel like this well, it's the only option for this between that and the iron sights. It gives it a nice little clean aiming reticle. I mean, especially for, since this gun is mostly short to mid-range accuracy kind of a thing, so the HCOG works great. I use counterweight on the gun because this adds a little more accuracy to it. Extended magazine only adds 10 more shots, and I feel like if I can't get it done in the 30 shots, then I kind of suck. Suppressor also decreases the range, decreases the accuracy, and decreases the damage, so I don't really like to use that. I like to go with the counterweight. My anti-Titan weapon, I definitely use the Sidewinder. Pretty much for this, because it fires the fastest and does a good deal of damage. The heavy rocket, it does a good amount of damage, but the firing rate is horrible and the reloading speed is pretty bad. Mag launcher is okay. I've never really liked it. I've always liked the Sidewinder. And the charge rifle does a lot of damage, but it only works when you're like, you gotta hold it down until it's fully charged, then it shoots. And I feel like it takes way too long, and it's very easy for the Titan to sidestep or something like that, or kill you while you're trying to charge it. So the Sidewinder is definitely my preferred anti-Titan weapon. My sidearm, I usually use the auto pistol, just because the only time I'll be using the pistol is if I am trying to like reload real fast. I need to switch to a weapon. I definitely don't want to worry about having to click the button a bunch of times. I'd rather be able to shoot it super fast and kill somebody pretty effectively. So that's what I use for that. My tactical ability, I use stim. I know a lot of people like to use cloak. I find that it's not that useful. I mean, if you're traversing the terrain correctly, the way you're supposed to do as a pilot, the Titans aren't that much of a problem. The only time you should really use cloak is if you're going to be a sniper. Stim not only does it make you move faster, but also boost your health regen, so that comes in very handy when you're in pretty tough situations, like if you're raiding a hard point or something like that, and a lot of people are shooting at you. It definitely regens your health a lot faster. My ordnance, I use satchel charges. I mean, the gameplay that I play the most is hardpoint, and a lot of times I'm the one stuck defending the hardpoints, and I find that using these kind of things, the satchel charges are great. I mean, just because you can like basically set them off if you see the hardpoint being attached. But another reason, as we'll go into one of my tier kits. Well, this one, the run and gun kit. If you're going to use the car or any of the other SMGs, the run and gun kit is what you really want to use. This allows you to pretty much shoot as you're wall running, as you're sprinting, all that. You don't have to slow down to fire. So the run and gun kit does a great job, and it's just ridiculous when you pair it with the car SMG. But to tier kit 2, I use Deadman's Trigger. This is awesome in hardpoint, or even in capture the flag if you're defending. Basically, just put a bunch of satchel charges around where you're going to be defending, where you're going to be the most. And if someone comes in and shoots you, and they're pretty close by you, it's going to activate all of your explosives, all the satchel charges you put down, effectively killing them and giving you enough time to respawn and get back to the place that you're defending. So that's my tier kit 2 option. It's a great option. Gender, I kind of switch back and forth. I feel like the girl skin, I don't know why. I feel like they run faster, but it's probably not a thing. It just makes it look like that. But that is my pilot loadout. So I use the car SMG with the HCOG and the counterweight, Sidewinder, the RE45 auto pistol, stim, satchel charges, run and gun kit, and the Deadman's Trigger. These are great loadouts for defending for hardpoint and capture the flag. And if you're doing capture the flag with if you're trying to capture the other team's flag and not defending your own, stim comes in very, very useful, because it makes you run a lot faster and outrun anybody that's chasing you. And if you have a Titan on you, you can weave in and out pretty quickly and get to cover before they can pretty much kill you. So stim works great for both hardpoint and capture the flag. So let's go to the Titan loadout. Titan loadout that I use the most is the Atlas chassis. Pretty much because if you look at the discrepancies here, Strider is the one I would like to use, but the durability is that much, but the speed and acceleration are there. But if you go to Atlas, there's not much of a change between the speed and acceleration. Your durability's very high for that. The Ogre is full durability, but your speed and acceleration are horrible. So I like to go with Atlas because it's that great middle ground, and it's really more leaning towards the Ogre, but definitely has the speed of the Strider. So my primary weapon, I use the chain gun here. Basically, I use Accelerator. If you saw in a couple of my other videos, you can see that it definitely picks up shooting extremely, extremely fast, and you can mow down through enemy Titans pretty quickly. And it definitely comes in help in the extraction point when you're trying to shoot down the enemy evacuation ship. So Accelerator is one that I like to use. Plus, it adds an extra 90 magazine capacity, so that's great. If we go down to tactical ability, I use electric smoke for two reasons. If someone gets on top of your Titan, you can activate this, and pretty much they'll have to get off or they're going to die. The second reason is when you have the extraction phase of the match going, you can basically get close to the ship and deploy the smoke, and it'll harm a lot of the pilots as they're trying to board their evacuation ship. So this helps a lot, and it definitely obscures visibility for any enemy Titans that are trying to get you. And I do believe it kills. I don't think other pilots or Titans can lock onto you with homing missiles, because I've tried to shoot with other targets through the smoke with my missiles, and they don't seem to lock on. So I think that's another added bonus. Going on to the ordnance, I like to use the multi-target missile system, just because with the Titans being able to go back and forth and dodge out of the way, this is a great way to kind of make sure everything hits, and you can kind of attack multiple things at once. My tier 1 kit, I use the fast autoloader, pretty much because you do burn through a lot of ammo with the chain gun, especially when you get to the high speed. So it's good to have that fast auto loading thing there. And tier 2, I like to use auto eject. I don't really care about the rest of the auto eject is great because if you can pretty much just fight until your Titan's gonna die. You don't have to worry about being blown up inside of it. Plus, since I don't have a cloak as my tactical ability for the pilot, it cloaks me as I eject, so it makes it a lot easier to go and not be shot down by a Titan as I'm being ejected out. So let's go take a look at what I use for burn cards. There are a couple ones I use all the time. I definitely like to use the amped car. I usually spawn with that right away. Prosthetic legs is a great one that I use all the time. It pretty much increases your movement speed, and when you combine that with the stim perk, it makes you really, really fast and hard to hit, even from pilots and Titans. So it's a great thing. Since I'm doing a lot of defending in both Capture the Flag and Hardpoint, I like to use Spider Sense. It gives you a little warning if someone's going to be coming close to you or in the area, stuff like that. It gives a little audible warning so you can get ready. If you watch my last video, the Echo Vision burn card, I do use that a lot, but I do believe that's a rare card that you have to get when in one of the rare packs you can get it. I don't get it all that often. I used to have 3 of them, but I just used them up in a couple of the matches. But the Echo Vision card does a great job because you're able to see anybody through the walls, and it's automatically going, so you don't have to waste the tactical ability on that perk. So these are the 3 that I use all the most. I mean, the rest of these I don't really use. I used to use the Hemlock before I got the amped car, but now I use that the most. The surplus satchels I don't really understand. It says it replaces with infinite more lethal satchels, but I find that you still only get 2 satchels. so I don't really understand the purpose of that, so I usually just discard these and don't care about them. But yeah, that's my overlay of my loadouts for my Titans and my pilot and the burn cards that I use. So yeah, hope to see you guys in game. I already saw one guy in there that said hi, so that's great. So yeah, guys, leave a comment below. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me how you're enjoying the game. If you bought it, if you're playing it, stuff like that. Yeah, and subscribe if you want to see more, and definitely leave a like if you liked the video. See ya.